run away. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Don't mind. Already we have 100 people joining here. Another 20 seconds, I'm going to share the YouTube link. Those who cannot join here on Zoom will be able to see the same live on YouTube. Don't feel like you're going to miss this wonderful session. So wait for 20 seconds. You will be seen on YouTube parallelly. Here we go. We got the link, and kindly share with all your friends. I'll be doing the same with all the other people. This is a YouTube link which I have just shared, and the same link will be going to your placement officers also. I'll inform all the TPOs and everyone to parallelly join on Zoom. There we go. I'm just sharing with everyone. So those who miss out being on Zoom, don't worry, you're here on YouTube parallelly. So this is going to be a wonderful session for all of you guys. You're trying to, I mean, many of our friends are still trying to be on Zoom. Uh, Srikanth, we shall start in another minute or two. Just give
Sure.
us. Thank you. Thank you. So Srikanth, you have your presentation ready.
Yes.
Okay, just give me 1 minute, then we'll start now. So let's not wait anymore. My dear friends, you can ask all your friends to join. We have shared the YouTube link. Those who are not able to accommodate themselves here on Zoom. Yes, we see people joining here on YouTube. Like we would ask your friends to be a part of this YouTube channel, I mean YouTube link, so that they can follow the session without any interruption.
So are we good to start?
Yes. I'm going to introduce you and we can give a start. Just give me
Mhm.
1 minute.
Sure.
So, very good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Karthik, here representing K3 Consultants as Assistant Vice President, and I'm very happy today to have one of the most prominent guests with us because every session has always been different for all of us, and today we have a very different speaker who has a very great profile. Usually whoever we had till now have been from mostly HR background or from even though it's a technology background, they have been the people who just limited themselves to a confined space kind of. But today we have an expert who had his masters from Stanford and who has been a part of various global projects in his past experience. And he is none other than Mr. Srikanth. Welcome him, sir. I mean, welcome Srikanth. Welcome to. There's a lot to speak about it. I mean, like he's a guy. I mean, with whom I've been talking to for the last couple of days, or rather 1 week. But when I look at his experiences, where he carries over 15 plus of experience, 15 plus years of corporate experience in terms of corporate exposure, and he has successfully executed various large scale different infrastructural designs in terms of prototyping, building, migration, and he's absolutely excellent in understanding the digital infrastructures. Because yesterday, trust me friends, I had almost 1 hour 40 minutes call with Mr. Srikanth, and the kind of discussion what we had and the sort of interaction we did really made us to see a long run future. And that's one of the reason today I personally spoke with all the placement officers and students, many of the students, because the topic what we are going to discuss today is really going to be something very interesting. Because SaaS, artificial intelligence, data science are some of the key areas where a great future, I mean, a future can be built. And what is that exactly? How are you going to make a great future? I kindly request all the participants to put yourself on mute and also help your friends to reach out to YouTube. We have been continuously sharing the link. So those who cannot join Zoom, don't bother. You're on YouTube, and we have Srikanth with that. I mean, with us parallelly on YouTube. Over to you, Srikanth. Welcome on board. I'm really
Yeah,
sorry
thank
I cannot
you.
see you because my camera is absolutely in a bad condition.
Is it okay? No problem. Thank you so much, Karthik, for this quick intro and those kind words. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm visible and audible. Just want to quickly
You
check.
are.
All right, sure. Thank you so much once again for giving me this opportunity to be part of this wonderful session as such. And yeah, I mean, interacting with the student community as well as those who are looking for career transitions has been always a very good experience, pleasant experience. We learn a lot while we exchange our experiences and our insights, of course. So I'm looking forward for such an experience even today. So just bear with me for a moment while I share my screen. I think today we have some bad connectivity here. So in case if there is any lag as such, do let me know. We do have these issues now with the digital congestion. Okay, so just give me one moment while I share my screen. But is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
All right, great. Yeah. So let me quickly switch to the presenter view. And, alrighty. So yeah, I mean, like today's topic is primarily preparing for the post-COVID-19 careers, specifically in the artificial intelligence, data science, and SaaS, software as a service space. So I'm assuming most of us have been hearing these buzzwords: artificial intelligence, data science, SaaS, particularly. large scale market as such. So I don't want to get into any technical discussion today. Rather, how we get there is the point of the agenda here, because it's not something which we can discuss in a one hour or 90 minutes as such. I would give you a high level understanding of the current opportunities in the landscape. Those who are already aware, it's more like a validation for your efforts. And those who are actually new to this uh, terms, or maybe who are trying to explore this space, actually for them this would be more like, this is not a rocket science, this is not an alien science, this is something which is existing in between us, and we are going to basically embrace it without any the issues, or without any inhibitions, and not confining to a one particular discipline as such. So how SAS, data science, and artificial intelligence is equally approachable for any discipline. You need not have to be from computer science, or you need not have to be from information technology background as such. So this is for everyone, irrespective of their major disciplines as such, and how you can navigate there, what kind of skills are really required around these technology skills. So these are the technologies what we are speaking, but how, where we apply them, how we're going to actually get more clarity on approaching towards these careers. So this is going to be our point of discussion here. So, and this is Srikanth Talluri, by the way, and I'm the founder and the heading DX Labs at InCube. So quick, just a quick introduction about InCube. Yes, we have a different shape altogether. So we have three different divisions. One deals with the talent, the other one deals with the products and ventures division, and we do have a publishing house, Artificial Intelligence Journal. On a whole, like our focus is on getting this talent, digital or the cognitive talent, products and ventures into the market, and we're targeting to promote at least $1 trillion economy directly, indirectly, through this talent and the products and ventures that we are going to introduce in the next one decade. Uh, with India as the epicenter. So we're based out of Hyderabad, and I once again thank Karthik and his team, for recognizing InCube, its initiatives, works, and getting us, to interact with you all. So moving to the real discussion now. So I want this discussion to be more interactive. I know we have more than 100 participants here and a few from attending from YouTube as such. So let's make it more interactive. You can type your responses in the chat window, and we'll try to see what kind of perceptions we have of the career, and we'll begin there. So what is career to you technically? How are you classifying career in your own terms? Is it a job, or being an employee, or is it so I'm looking at the chat window, guys, so please go ahead and print your responses there. Okay, so what is career to you? Is it business, or is it getting into entrepreneurship, or is it social work that we do? Could be being a NGO, or could be floating a non-profit organizations, or is it something like getting into the civil services or political arenas? Yeah, what is career to you? How do you classify career according to you? You can take 1 or 2 minutes here to type your responses. Use the chat window in the Zoom, or maybe those who are attending YouTube, you can print it in your comment section. I heard YouTube has actually disabled the comments, but again, yeah, you can try responding, or you can just answer yourself here. So is it just a job, getting into a job, or being an employee? Because this is what is the general perception is. And is it also getting into entrepreneurship, or floating a business? And that need not be a $1 billion business. Okay, anything that end to end you manage as a business, or getting into entrepreneurship. It could be tech centric business, could be outside the tech business as such. But what is career to you? How do you classify it? So I'm waiting for your responses, guys. Right. So I have few responses from Bharat: pursuing our dreams to be happy. And Puneet says anything which earns us living, good. And not to depend on anyone, good. Entrepreneurship, all right. Vijay Sri, job, okay. Uh, career is a social response to me. This is from Supu, okay. What else, guys? Work hard and smart work, all right. From Chaitanya Krishna. Let it make it more interactive, guys. I don't want to just keep on speaking, and I know like it's afternoon post lunch, we'll all feel sleepy if I continue to speak. It will be boring, trust me. We're not going to learn anything out of this session if we are just sitting and listening. Okay, so try to be more interactive. I'm one of your classmate or batchmate, and we are just having a quick interaction here. Just let it be on that note. Okay. Entrepreneurship, according to Ramya. Good. What else, guys?
So, guys, no question is stupid or no answer is idiotic. Whatever you have
Yeah.
in mind, you just print it on the screen, and we are here to support you. One opportunity will help you to change a lot.
And trust me, out of my experiences, when people shied out from giving answers, later when they actually gave up the shyness and started printing their answers, trust me, there were real good inputs coming from youngsters like you, who I know who haven't really seen the corporate world, but you're already witnessing the social world. You're pretty much part of it, and you're playing a major role in every walk of the life. So you very well know a lot of things, just that we are not conscious about it. So just go ahead and print your answers, guys. So, all right, Mohammed Karishma, career is a work that what you want to do for you. All right, and Vishnu says being able to create self-sustaining ecosystem, good, which may also earn if possible. Very good. So I take it as more of a social entrepreneurship there. Good. And Kartikeya, all right, sir, for you.
No, I'm
Some, yeah,
actually
yeah, got it.
copying the comments from YouTube and pasting here.
Oh, good, good, good. So yeah, from YouTube we have Sai Teja is like having a flow of improving skills in tech by any means. Good. And Ramadi Sharanya, entrepreneurship. Good. Thank you for this help, Kartikeya. And Giri, it says like help and garages. Okay. So I'm assuming there might be more of cool. So we got real good responses here. So see, technically, what is career? Yeah, I mean, like people have different definitions. As I see here, everyone has their own perceptions. Vishnu says it's entrepreneurship. Yes, there is no restriction. Career is a very generic word. Okay, so we can take it can take any direction, any dimension. Okay, you can either work for somebody, okay, some brand which is already existing, and take their responsibility, being their venture orchestrator. Okay, or you can create one. You can create something from scratch, your own idea, or something which is already existing, which you think, okay, this is required for my territory, or this is something which can really take a good shape in my country or in my city. I should probably serve something like this for my people. And you can adopt such kind of models here and localize it, customize it, and then really basically launch them. Like we do see this in happening in the movies, right? We When we like some movie from other language, either we dub them directly or we trying to remake it, you know, and add the local flavor, the local dialogues, and all the local factors. And again, it becomes a super hit. Your Gabbar Singh is the best example, I would say. Okay, so such kind of a classification can be done there when you're getting into the entrepreneurship. And when it comes to social work and all, you have different dimensions. You can do it individually, as a team of friends, and of course you can form something like a non-profit organizations like Incube, okay, where the motto is more like a social impact. And you're trying to bring a change in the society. You're trying to reach out to people for a cause, and basically trying to get that large scale change within your territory. And everywhere, what we are trying to do is, yes, we are trying to be first form a team, and then we are trying to form an agenda or a goal. Okay, we have a vision there, and we get into onto a mission, and then we try to execute things, we try to explore things, and we try to basically implement things, learn a lot in that journey. We use technology there, we in different aspects of the business. And this is where our careers shape up. Okay, so while you're working for somebody, like work for Cognizant, or you work for product based companies like Apple. Guys, I get some background noise. I request everyone to go on mute, please. So, so basically, we have this kind of.
Participants, try to be on mute. Thank you.
I did mute them actually. I have the control. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thank you, Karthikeya. So basically, this is where we're working for large scale corporates, or it could be SMB. Doesn't matter, right? End of the day, it's you have certain scope of work to do. You work with the team. You get to understand their business requirements. You get to understand their business process. Okay, where we start, where we end. Say you're working for a bank exclusively, in the credit card division. Okay, I'm not discussing technology here again. Okay, let's assume this is a bank like 20 years back, and where we have this credit card. We just introduced something called a credit card. And how do people apply? How do we review their applications? And how do we basically verify their background, verify their financial status, verify their the current status of repayability and all? And then how do we approve it? And once it is approved, how it goes to a credit card processing unit, and somebody printing the card, and how it is actually propagated to, and finally it reaches to the customer, and how they start using it. So this is all like end to end process. And there, of course, now after 5 years of introducing the credit card, we identify, okay, hey, there is some technology which can actually automate things, where we don't have to wait for the delays and all. This is what has happened in the last 20 years, trust me, 20 to 25 years. So all the high tech city here, and the Bangalore, all the IT industry, what we see here, we have been doing such kind of automation and efforts in terms of introducing the just give me one. So in terms of identifying these gaps, requirements for the industry, and then trying to
Partho,
go.
after knowing that, class teacher is silently writing names. Kamudru.
Sorry, Srikanth.
Yeah, no problem. So this is where we have been working into the tech industry specifically. Okay, now as I mentioned, right, what different formats we have, I would classify them into two categories. One is the venture creator, the other one is the venture orchestrator. We either fall into these two buckets, and it could be in any format. You could be an employee for some organization, right? And you could be somebody who is running your own business, or part of your family business, or any with the friends, or any kind of a social impact venture. We either create those ventures, or we orchestrate these ventures technically. And what is orchestration? Yes, we at our scopes, could be at an individual scope, or at a team level, or it could be at a project or a program level, or maybe as the head of the organizations, those directors, vice presidents, and the CXOs, CTOs, and all, who are large scale orchestrators of these ventures as such. So this is where our careers shape up, basically, as we start working for these organizations. Okay, for the next 20 to 30 years, I'm assuming most of you are here in your early 20s, or maybe your end of teens. Okay, so in the next 20 to 30 years, this is where you would see, either you would be a venture creator or a venture orchestrator. And we have large scale venture orchestrator community here. So I would give 5 minutes for everyone to basically take this exercise, not exceeding 6 words. This is a strict rule here. Okay, 6 words. You have to explain yourself. It could be a sentence or discrete words. Need not be exactly 6 words. You can say it even in 1 word, two, three, four, five, six. It could be a sentence. It could be a discrete words like I'm innovative, risk taker, something like that. And your goal. in just 6 words, nothing beyond that, and print it in the chat window. Let everyone know about you. You might find a like-minded partner here who's ready to basically join your journey. You never know. So let us take it as a an exercise where we are shouting out, "Hey guys, this is what I am." Okay, and we are letting the world know, okay, about us, and we should not take more than 6 words for this. So it's 2:33 now. So we'll again, I'll keep on reading the responses here. So we'll again continue the session at 2:38. Okay, so you have 5 minutes from now. Print your answers in the chat window, guys. Feel free. Okay.
So both the participants of Zoom and YouTube, just type your answers on the chat screen, and exactly at 2:38 we'll have a discussion.
You can print your answers in the YouTube. Sorry, in the chat window. I'm sorry. So my temporary goal is to work in TCS company. Okay. How about you? What is you in 6 words? Trust me, you'll get a lot of clarity once you are done with this session. So go ahead, guys, print your responses here.
Because it's all not a one-word answer. It's a kind of descriptive where we can understand what you are.
Mm-hmm. So how do you brand yourself, or how do you want to introduce yourself to somebody? So I don't know any of you here, and most of the participants from different colleges, or they might not know you, right? So basically, how are you going to introduce yourself, guys? Here, that is very important, right? Sai Teja, optimistic and passionate, observer, okay. Manasa, ruling, wow, wonderful. What else? So these are from YouTube.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm getting it some more.
Yeah. Manasa, silent killer. Okay, Manasa, good. All right, Kolli Ramya Sai. My goal is to get success in my profession. Okay. You can be more specific, guys. I'm aspiring data scientist, love to take challenges. Wonderful. That is more important. See, we're getting to know about everyone. Hima Kiran, Andrews Hima Kiran says he's want to be an aspiring data scientist and tech enthusiast and striver to learn. This is from Sumant. Good. Honest and positive towards work I do. This is from Vishnuvardhan. Very important trait, guys. So, data scientist. All right. So, you want to be a data scientist. Wonderful. Uh, and this is Vapuri Bharat, who's cool and set a dream path in my passionate career. Wonderful. Wonderful. And N. Chaitanya Krishna, smart worker and learning new things, gaining knowledge. Wonderful. So this is how we get to know each other, guys, even in the virtual sessions and all, right? Where we are basically at different distances and from unknown backgrounds. We're getting to know about everyone now. So Ramadi Sharanya, myself, disciplined, knowledge seeker, passionate, and observer. Wonderful. And runner, calligraphinian. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so probably we can get some good fonts from you, Ramya. Speaker, self-learner, learning new things, and hardworking. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have 1 more minute, guys, before we get back to our session. Karthik, can you quickly ping me this meeting URL once? I want to connect from my mobile. Looks like there's some issue with my.
The Zoom one.
Yes, the Zoom one. I'll quickly connect from
Oh,
my
okay.
mobile.
You want me to ping it on here or on
You can send me on WhatsApp. Yeah, that's
WhatsApp? Shall I share it here or WhatsApp?
fine. Yeah, WhatsApp should be
Okay, I'm resending it on WhatsApp right away.
fine. Mhm.
Oh, there are already 100 here.
Mhm. Let me see if I can connect. Otherwise, I'll quickly try to. I think it says the host has another meeting in progress.
So you are connecting from other device.
Yes, yes. Just to be on a safer end.
Lot of answers coming.
Mhm. I'm very curious about to learn AI. Good. I'm a self-starter with a strong interpersonal skills. All right. I want to be an industrialist. See, we have an entrepreneur to be entrepreneur here, and I like to give employment to others. That's the whole motto of being a entrepreneur. It's creating your livelihood and also for others. That's the responsibility we take. And Sri Lakshmi says pursuing MBA and a speaker, good talkative and hard worker. Okay. And Puneet, enthusiast, craving for success. Good. So your craving should turn into reality, and it needs a lot of efforts, guys. Okay. So good. So I think we have passed, the time limit here. So let's get back to our discussion again. Okay, so I heard from most of you, Syed says I'm optimistic, good learner, goal-oriented, self-motivated person. I know you guys are exceeding the 6 words, the rule of the game, but again, yeah, I'm glad to know more about everyone here and basically try to understand what you guys are really planning and for your lives and what you're exactly good. So we'll quickly move to the next part of the session. So what is that you're seeing here? I'm like, why is a dragonfly coming into picture for AI, data science, and the SaaS and all? So we are assuming, or we thought, okay, we'll have a technical discussion here, which we're not going to do anyways. But how is a dragonfly really going to help us understand or get a clarity on our careers as such? I don't think we have ever paid attention to a dragonfly, how it's going to help our career. So what is unique about it? Print your answers, guys. This is a completely interactive session. Okay. So we all already know a lot of things, just that, we don't realize them. My, intent is to basically first make everyone realize, okay, this is what we observe in a day-to-day life. There are a lot of things around us which give us motivation, clarity on things and all. Nature around us gives us a lot of clarity on ourselves, our professions, personal lives, and life as a whole. So what's unique about a dragonfly? I'm not giving any time limit here. You can print your answers, those who want to print your responses here. How does it fly? Anything specific that you guys know, basically about how it flies and what kind of what makes it unique actually, and about its orchestration capabilities, or what is that uniqueness about this guy, Dragonfly, harmony and integrity, what we are referring to. Here you can print your answers, guys. Yeah, I'm waiting for your responses here about the dragonfly. So now it is about you is finished. Now let's target dragonfly. Okay. All right. They can also fly backwards. Wonderful. I didn't know this. Okay. This is from Vanilla. What else? What else, guys? Come on. Be quick. Just give me 1 moment. Okay. Mhm. All right. So what's unique thing about dragonfly is flies faster than any other insects. Okay, good. This is from Andrews Himakiran. Good. So I got a couple of responses here. So I wanted to add, a new knowledge about dragonfly. So I think from now on, whenever you see a dragonfly, you'll try to observe them a lot for sure. So the uniqueness of dragonfly is basically we know, basically a dragonfly's head is all eyes. Okay. Yeah, they have complex eyes, I guess. So basically, right, a dragonfly uniqueness is basically in terms of hunting, the hunting efficiency. We might have heard, okay, cheetah is the best hunter, or all the wild animals and all. In the whole till now, based on the research results and all, dragonflies are some the beings actually, the who have almost 94% of efficiency. Sorry, in terms of their hunting efficiency. So if they actually target something, okay, for their food, okay, as a prey, and so they're the best predators, I would say. This is from the research, okay. So they have 95% efficiency when it comes to actually, orchestrating themselves, their flight, in the utmost harmony and integrity, in order to go and catch its, food. So, and that is where they use their four wings, in order to fly front, back, immediately, turn, take different turns, maneuver in, their prey are mostly insects, so the flight of insects is something, unpredictable, unstructured. They just, go here and there, and the speed at which the insects, their prey maneuver is very fast and quick. So technically, this is what is, required for everyone when it comes to career and career oriented preparation. So your target is, yes, I heard your targets here. Somebody wants to get into TCS. Good. Somebody wants to float a business. Very good. Somebody wants to basically, come up with a different, just give me 1 moment. Somebody wants to basically, float a business. Somebody wants to basically, float a company. Somebody wants to be, social entrepreneur, right? So in all those perspectives, we have set a target. Okay, and how do we reach there is basically, probably Dragonfly would teach us how to maneuver. So after this session, I want to, definitely, I'm assuming everyone would go and do more research on Dragonfly, how it maneuvers, and how it orchestrates itself, basically to get into, to capture its prey. So we would take a Dragonfly as our, our motivation point here, and it has four wings, of course. And similarly, when we are preparing for a AI or a SaaS careers, data science careers, this is common to everyone, but specifically today's discussion is more on artificial intelligence, data science, SaaS and all. So SaaS architectures and all, we got to get understanding on them. We are power consumers of all these products, guys. So what is SaaS products and all? Your Netflix, your YouTube, your Gmail, G Suite, and your the Amazon, what we use, your everything, it's packaged, basically, business is packaged into a software based service, and then we are all consuming it either from your mobile phones, or even the Zoom that we're using now is a SaaS application as such. And there is a lot of AI, artificial intelligence, embedded into these, solutions, or the products or the businesses as such. Your recommendations engines in the Netflix or Amazon Prime, or Hotstar. Okay, your suggested movies. Somebody is actually watching your trend, and they are like your video librarians and all, right? Who suggest, okay, sir, you might like this movie, or you might like this documentary. and they are basically recommending those things for you, and based on your usage patterns. So there is, backend, there is some kind of, data that is generated, your usage data, and people are applying algorithms there, building the model, which basically is your video librarian who's sitting there watching your trend, letting you know, guys, okay, there are hundreds and thousands of videos being uploaded every day. Okay, this is one of them which you might like. So within the SaaS, okay, being a consumer, we are actually consuming SaaS, AI product experience, as well as data science or driven experience. Okay, and how this is enabled is something when you want to get into those careers as such. Okay, be it as a programming guy or who wants to go and build those models, or being someone who wants to go and create those models. Okay, you may not have to sit and program everything. Okay, but if you understand the business, you can maneuver yourself. You can go and work in multiple roles there, like Uber, Zomato, Swiggy. There are thousands to name. There are thousands to basically, name. And within the government now, when we're talking about digital India, digital transformation and all, every government sector is now, every government portfolio is looking for such kind of a transformation, where they get these platforms, SaaS platforms in place for the citizens who are their customers, okay, to use them, to consume them. The best example is the Arogya Setu app, which we are using in the last few months when in the COVID situation. That is a SaaS application which is giving us information, candid and authentic information. There are, of course, few transactions, and now for the air travel and all, they're making it mandatory, because there is a lot of AI which actually is embedded into it, and they are adding more features into it, which will definitely help us get more relevant information based on our geolocation. There might be I'm not saying this is happening, but I'm assuming this. Okay, I might be wrong as well. But this is a possibility. They can push you alerts, they can push you recommendations based on your green zone, red zone, because that is that your GPS location is something which is known, and those targeted and specific notifications or precautions or anything as such can be pushed. So this is all AI driven, data science driven SaaS, models of SaaS solutions which are in the market. So how we plan a career there is the point of discussion here. Now we got to understand the landscape with few examples. So like how a Dragonfly, let us basically take this as a time framework, TIME. So we got to gain the time competency here. Okay, so time competency is basically technology, innovation, management, and entrepreneurship. Okay, so though you want to be a programmer, or you want to enable something by creating a model as such, or come up with an analysis, if we don't understand the specific business as such, like if it is Netflix, if you don't understand how they're serving their customers in the entertainment industry, if you don't understand how a government portfolio is really looking forward to specifically their duties, their responsibilities, how they operate. If we really don't know how this is happening, if we don't know how Uber actually interacts with the drivers and the travel services, right? We can't really enable anything there. So the most important thing here is to begin with understanding the entrepreneurial or the business aspects of your target industry, or where you want to apply this. It could be your self-defined project, or it could be something that you're doing as a boot camp or in any of the training centers, or it could be part of your job or part of your business as well. So understand the business first. Don't confine your thoughts that, okay, I'm just a data scientist or enthusiast, or just Python, PyTorch. I just want to create something. I'm a technology guy. Why should I learn management and entrepreneurship aspects and all? No, if you are not understanding these elements, there is no point that you'll be able to use the technology. It is like if we have the habit of going to temples, be it church or any of temples, right? The Hindu philosophy, or the Christian philosophy, any religion to that matter. I'm not discussing religion here, but those who know, basically, if it is coming to sculptures and all, something which when you have to place an idol or something in the temple, there are different aspects of carving it. The same thing if you are having it outside the temple, you have different aspects of carving it. The rules and the rules of carving is what I'm referring to. Okay, the architecture elements. And when it comes to something, a statue or something which you're placing it in a crossroads or something somewhere outside, in the recreation center and all, you don't have to apply those rules. You can be more creative. You can be more exclusive there. So this is how things will change. It is not about the tool or the carving tools what we're using there. It is about where, what purpose, and what is the specific scenario or the situation for which we are using these tools, and come up with a solution. And there we got to understand, okay, how to begin this. First you understand the landscape, and then how to develop it is using those agile and project management practices. Okay, quick iterations. Okay, don't wait for ultimate clarity to begin. So you have clarity on, like, okay, for the next one day what can I do, or the next 1 hour whatever can be done. You guys start off with that, and then you have a small prototype in place, validate it, and use tools like innovation tools like design thinking, product design methodologies, where you start with empathizing, then ideate them, then create a prototype quickly, test it in the market rapidly, validate them, and come back and then refine the product. So your old age waterfall methodology, where okay, now I have to have ultimate clarity on whatever the project I am doing, and then only I'll start to code, or then only I'll start to basically develop the model. That doesn't work here. Okay, so it's going to be rapid learning and rapid prototyping is what we have to follow. There, apply these four, the wings of Dragonfly. One is technology. Of course, you gain those technology skills specific to your problem solving. Could be Python, PyTorch. You have a lot of tools there. Just scripting, Angular, this, that. You have hundreds of frameworks, tools in the technology. What is specific to your problem, like a construction, like how your construction approach will differ if it is a flyover versus a building where you want to live, a residential villa, or if it's a mall. It's the same iron, it's the same steel, it's the same concrete, and the raw materials, but how you apply them will change. What is the purpose will change. If it's a mall, you can imagine hundreds or thousands of people standing on each floor every weekend. So it has to bear that load. So based on the requirement, we actually go ahead and utilize these raw materials, the building blocks of your solution, and then implement it. So these are the four elements I would recommend anyone to basically get acquainted with. You have a lot of online learning platforms where you can begin with. Okay, like Coursera or Khan Academy or LinkedIn Learning. They are good to begin, give you understanding of what agile project management is, what design thinking is, or what lean business models are, what are value chains, where are we really fitting our idea, and what is marketing, and why is somebody with AI and data science background should know about marketing. Because when in the marketing efforts, you get to do actually a lot of empathy. You get to learn a lot of feedback on the product, which you can use it for improvisation. So I don't want to take the name of the company, but very recently I interacted with one of the famous top edtech company in India, and who has also been funded. Now it's a unicorn firm, and somebody approached me to sell their edtech product for my 6-year-old son. And while talking to them, I realized actually these guys are not the actual sales guys. They are from their artificial intelligence development team. Good. I could figure out by the way they were explaining and all. And finally, when I spoke to them and all, they were caught. That's it. I asked them, "You're not a sales guy. I think you're from an artificial intelligence or their backend team." Then because the way they were explaining things and all were different, actually, not a typical sales guy. So you can imagine all the companies, right? They are basically using their tech teams now should get onto the shoes of the sales and marketing, because this is where you get the real feedback from the market. Like, you prototype it, test it, validate it again. There is an empathy there where you get a feedback from the customer. Okay, this is not something which people are really happy with, or this is not something people are really good with. So it's a direct input from your customer, which can get implemented within your product, and that's it. There is refinement. So there is a customer centric product or there is a customer centric solution that we are giving in our part of our job or part of our business efforts. Got it? So, and putting them all together, if when we are learning all these skills as such, right, we are categorized towards the T skills, that is like T-shaped skills, where we have depth of any discipline. Your AI skills, your tech skills and all will formulate the depth of your careers. And but still you have to understand the breadth of the project management, communications, business models. So multidisciplinary approach. And for somebody who feels that, hey, I am from a management background, my depth is management. Yes, you can get a breadth of knowledge about AI, data science, your SaaS models, architectures. You need not have to be somebody who sit and actually architect them or somebody who are building them. But when you're working with them, okay, when you're working in those teams, in those companies and all, right, you got to understand the technology that they're using to enable it. You don't have to have a depth of knowledge. Okay, this is, I'm a management guy or I am a commerce guy, or how is AI or data science really helping me, or why should I get acquainted with them and all. No, this is for everyone. Okay, even the government officials, top bureaucrats and all, now they're getting acquainted with all these things. Even the CEOs, CXOs of large scale organizations who don't sit and code, trust me, but they are getting acquainted with all these technologies and how they can be implemented. One or two sample projects, get involved there. Okay, you have lot of data sitting, the public data sitting in the government website. You can go explore them. The health data, the education, the HRD, try to approach them. They're ready to give you the data. Okay, formulate some projects on your own, or you can approach institutions who are ready to offer you boot camps or certification programs. Incube does, and I know a lot of other K3 consultancies also involved in these activities. So you can approach organizations like K3, Incube, and other organizations authentically, where you can go implement these projects from scratch, and join and work with a team, get those collaboration skills, teamwork skills, networking skills, project management skills, along with your AI, data science, and SaaS skills. Okay, because when you focus on the depth, when you're trying to create something from scratch, like I want to create Paytm again, I want to create Uber again. Why can't I create a Zomato again? Don't worry about the commercial angle. First, try to recreate them. You have so many models in front of you. You have a Facebook in front of you. Recently, we have Geo Meet, replacing, competing with Zoom, right? So who knows? The next session can be on Geo Meet, right? So we all have such wonderful opportunities, thousands of products in front of us. And recently government of India has banned around 59 apps or something. That means there is an opportunity for all those 59 apps to be recreated, of course with Indian flavor, and then push it into the market. Okay, or any target market wherever you are trying to push it. India, of course, is equal to North America, Europe, and Oceania put together in terms of your customer base. So you don't have to run to 10 continents or 3 continents to sell your product. Your one market, India, is a large scale market, which is good enough for you to try and push your markets. And don't wait for the perfection. Create something lean and in agile fashion. Push it into the market. Use your skills there. Improvise your skills while you are doing it. Get feedback from the customers. Again, recreate it. It could be an academic project, doesn't matter. It could be a real passionate entrepreneurial project, doesn't matter. It could be part of your job preparation, doesn't matter. Ultimately, start working on putting your skills into action. This is my message to everyone. If you're just looking at those online videos, it is like you're just watching Washef, and when it comes to the actual cooking in the kitchen, yeah, you're just a spectator there. So you look at the cooking videos, but unless you really practice cooking, you can't really come up with your own culinary chef. You can't bring the chef out of you, right? And that's wonderful dishes and all. And in the culinary sessions and all, they're like sample. They make it for 1 or 2 people, but when you have to cook it for 4 to 8 people or 10 people, things will change. Your proportions will change. That is where your critical thinking and your problem solving skills will improve by practice. Okay, they are not something which comes just out of the blue. So in a very rare scenario it happens. Okay, so get into action. Start working on, take small problems. And government of India, they themselves are giving hundreds of problems. Or approach K3 or Incuber, such organizations. Work with them. Okay, we are offering unpaid internships, of course, but yes, we are ready to accommodate people who can work on AI, data science, and SaaS-based problems. Exclusively, this is where we focus, and that's where today's session I wanted to confine it to this space. Okay, we are working with youngsters as well as experienced people to basically bring such products and ventures into the market while we are grooming the talent for the industry and of course for themselves, right? So get into such kind of efforts, okay? And don't confine yourself into one discipline. Okay, I am a mechanical engineering background, or I am a a chemical engineer, or I am a civil engineer. How am I dealing with AI and data science, or how am I relating to SaaS? Your real estate applications, right, are no different from, I mean, they're all SaaS applications, housing.com. And there are a lot of such applications, right? Or you can come up with a, interior designing SaaS platform. Thousands of ideas which can be implemented. And there, your functional knowledge is very, very, very important. Your field knowledge is very, very important. Work with the techies, get it enabled. And thousands of, new firms, new ventures, new brands can float from this soil, which can, bring a lot of economy, revive the recession again, and we can take it forward and be an example to the rest of the world as well on how to revive our economies, where to start off. And youngsters specifically who are in the college, who just passed out of the college, and who are just in the industry 1 or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years in the industry, you have plenty of time to actually network, collaborate, co-create something which can go and serve the market. So this is a very strong belief of me, and this is where we are ready to work with those who have that kind of a passion and commitment to basically float something which will benefit themselves individually, the families, and the society as a whole. Okay, in reviving the economies, we are creating our livelihoods as well as we are creating livelihood for everyone around us, right? So this is where I would probably want everyone to take this exercise, because success in a career or learning a skill is not something which comes out of blue. As I was mentioning, you have to try, you fail, of course, you have to try again, and finally we succeed. And every one of us here might definitely have such kind of situation so far. Could be in the high schools, could be in the families, could be in their sports. Somebody might be a sportsman here, they wanted to achieve something, they would have tried, failed. So come up with the story of yourself, and if you want to send it to Mr. Kartikeya, please do forward it to Mr. Kartikeya, and I would love to read your responses there. Okay, after this session, take it as an exercise, everyone. Okay, this is how, even nobody is immune to this, starting with the most successful people, Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, the big stalwarts in tech space today, to somebody who's basically orchestrating things like me, Mr. Karthikeya. We are not immune to this philosophy. At the same time, everyone attending this session, okay, nobody is immune to this particular philosophy. We fail. We have to fail. We will fail. Okay, but that is not end of the story. When you look back at your failure story, narrate it, but you're still surviving, you're moving forward, right? That adds motivation. So when we begin preparations and all, we will not succeed on the first front. Okay, the algorithm, you might not be able to understand the Bayesian formulas, and the other Gaussian the methodologies, or the equations and all. So mathematics is a big confusion for everyone. Okay, try again, try to reach out to experts who can explain you guys on what exactly these mathematical or the statistical frameworks are, what exactly, how they derived it. Maybe you can explore them, and with few case studies as such. And then when it comes to understanding the algorithms, and understanding the frameworks, and how to basically use these frameworks to give a business logic and based solution and all, it's not a straightforward formula. You have to try. Might fail, okay, don't worry. Try to interact, then try to reach out to people. Okay, don't just sit and do it by yourself. I'm telling you, that is very depressive. Okay, and I won't suggest people just doing it as an individual exercise. At least make it a two-member team and start working on such exercises as such. Let it fail. Let it fail. Don't worry. 4 to 5 iterations, you will derive out of something, some solution or success out of your efforts. And the adrenaline rush you get when you actually solve a problem is the biggest motivation. So it's like doing a gym. Okay, on the very first day you might feel tired and worn out and all. Oh man, this is not going to happen for me. But at least after 1 week or 2 weeks of getting to gym and starting to stretch the body, bear the pain, which adds to your muscle and your body. Your agility will increase initially, but after a week or two, what kind of a change your body welcomes, and it makes you more agile and more active and all, and more healthy, of course. So in a similar way, this is, you're doing a brain gym when you're working with SAS, AI, or data science based exercises, problem solving, critical thinking. You're giving a lot of exercise, a gym activity, the brain gym activity is happening. So your brain muscle is expanding there. It's taking a new shape altogether, and this happens with everyone. This is the neuroscience what I'm speaking. When we are getting into a new activity, yes, there is lot of brain gym which happens. Okay, and we purge out the unnecessary things, we give it a new shape, new size, and new muscle, and it grows, trust me. You can research on these lines as well. Okay, so after that one milestone that we achieve, right, it gives lot of confidence, lot of clarity. And don't expect structured way of learning them. Unstructured way is the best way to learn. You start off, explore things, try your trial and error methodologies, work with the team, reach out to experts within your families, outside, within your colleges, universities, your professors and head of departments and all. They are experts who are ready to help you anytime. And the industry experts, you have LinkedIn kind of platforms where you can approach the industry experts or the professionals. They might be ready. There are a lot of forums where you can go and post your I see that happening already, with the high schoolers and even the college folks. So continue doing them, and but make sure you're actually learning through action. Reading is good to begin with. Looking at videos and listening to such sessions is going to just give you motivation and clarity on, okay, this is what is the thing. But I don't think this session is giving you any skill as such. This is more of a motivation session, I would say. But the skill comes only when you're actually sitting and performing any problem solving activity, right? And that is what is anticipated from every participant. That is when your time spent here will really be more fruitful in terms of gaining value to your professional profiles. So brand yourself. When will you become a brand? Is when you have that uniqueness. So Dragonfly teaches us a lot. So I can probably share this with everyone, and probably Dragonfly everyone knows, right? So try to maneuver like a dragonfly. Gain strength to each of your wing: technology, management, innovation, entrepreneurship. All your four wings, get strength to your four wings. Okay, gain knowledge in all these multidisciplinary aspects, and then start working on the problem solving. While you're working, again, get upgraded with these frameworks and all, irrespective of your discipline. Make sure you're going in a multidisciplinary approach. The T-shaped resources is what we require. Okay, if you're a management guy, add technology skills to your breadth of knowledge. If you're a technology guy, add management and entrepreneurship skills into your horizontal skills and all. So this is the way we evolve, and trust me, such people are the ones who will outperform in the AI and data science space. If you're just confining yourself to just one discipline and just, I know two or three tools, I can do wonders, come out of that hallucination. No, that is nothing but hallucination. You're not going to perform there. You can't really achieve there. Companies will fire them in no time. First of all, I don't think they'll even qualify in the interviews as such, because this is where people look for those multidisciplinary approach and all. So I think we pretty much delivered the message here in terms of how to prepare and all. I would leave now for the question and answer session. Here you have any questions in terms of preparation, in terms of how to get there as such. I'm open for questions, guys. So
So yes, friends. So it's time to discuss whatever the doubts you have. Like you have been listening to Srikanth since a long time. So now the thing is, what did you understand about the Dragonfly concept? Because I see a lot of people posting their views, opinions, questions on chat window over here and as well as on YouTube. Now it's time to talk. Get your doubts clarified. We are here to help you. As Srikanth rightly said, yesterday the long call what we had with him was very productive. In fact, today I started a bit of operations on it and I had interaction with a couple of colleges. So very soon we are going to make a business model in terms of making not just revenue initially, but to make the people to learn the things which are really going to make them a brand or recognized ones. So we are here to help you all to get a recognition in terms of your knowledge, your skills, where you say you create an identity for yourself. Like if someone says I want a robotic leg, so that's your name, that's something you need to get come up with. If I want to get something in terms of IoT, so
Mhm.
then I should get some names. So this is the identity. This is what I see when I look at Srikanth's profile, and after listening to him for more than 3 to 4 hours in the last few discussions we had, and when I've gone through his profile, this is what he has done. He's not a person who has just only went with a kind of career or a job. He wanted to bring out that innovation, make people to think differently, design the things in such a way where the innovation is more and more better there. So this session is more about how better you can be in terms of innovation, creativity, using the technology you have around, I mean, like around you. So come up with the questions in terms of what you would like to do in AI, data science, or SaaS. Absolutely, he is here to answer you. You can unmute and speak. You can unmute and speak. That's more better. Pushpalata, you can unmute and speak, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I want to learn AI, artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
Can you suggest me any platform to learn, sir? I'm very eager to learn that.
See, as I mentioned, right, I won't recommend any tool or anything as such to begin because there are hundreds of such tools as such. But first, start off with the problem. Okay, say you want to learn AI, fine. AI is a landscape. AI is like, I want to learn software. So AI is software, a new term to software, and a more matured and intelligent software. Okay. So where you want to begin is maybe you can start off with simple exercises like interactive bots. Okay, where maybe you can start off designing something for your colleges or for your, some kind of a business within your family who are doing, a business, and where you can bring in some kind of a chat bot kind of a, not just like, giving answers. It's like train a chatbot using, the dialog flow or Microsoft bot networks, Amazon's Lex, and Watson. Now you have those wonderful frameworks and tools which can be used for a purpose. So first identify a purpose, and then any of the tools. Okay, they all have markets, they all have adoption. Okay, and you can start off with them to begin with, and then tangentially try to develop a solution. Could be a chat bot, could be an interactive cognitive bot which gives information, could be something which processes information. Okay, and then does some kind of an activity there. So that is where you can begin with. So Watson, Dialogflow from Google, and Microsoft bot networks, they are good places to begin with. But as I mentioned, right, technology alone is not going to help you. Make sure you understand where you are implementing your solution, for what problem. Identify the problem first. Begin with problem statement. Okay, this is where I want to apply AI. Okay, fine. And start exploring. Okay, this is, can I really apply AI there? That should be your first question. You can't apply AI everywhere. It becomes complex, in few scenarios and all. Start with, can I apply AI for, for this industry, or for a, small kirana shop, or can I apply AI, for somebody who's into sales, the door-to-door sales? Can I apply, it for the grocery business? Start from there, or for the entertainment business, or Uber kind of, way. How can I study them? Okay, right now how they're actually recommending the vehicles, or how they're recommending the videos. Can I improvise this? or can I recreate it, imitate it? Okay, first take a problem statement, and then there are a lot of tools which will help you do that. Once you start researching in those lines, you'll come across wonderful tools which will help you, create your solution there. So don't confine yourself to one tool or start with a tool based approach. Or technology is not the beginning actually. Though you end with technology, begin with a problem statement, choose a tool which will basically enable solution to your tool, rather than if you start off with one tool, it might not solve every problem on the world. That is where you might get confined. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, Jayalakshmi, you have a similar question. It seems you are interested in data science. Can you speak up?
Yeah, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Which coding language I want to learn in data science?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
So it would be the
I'm
same answer
interested in
again.
data science. Which coding language is more useful to learn?
See, I mean, R is good. You have statistical programming, SAS, and other frameworks as such. There is nothing like good and bad. Okay, first thing come out of those perceptions and all. There is nothing like a good. There is nothing bad. Python, yes, you can use it for your data analysis and all. You can use R. Every programming framework or has their own merits and demerits. Few can be applied for few scenarios, and few cannot be applied there. Okay, so it's not about, okay, should I learn R or should I learn Python or should I learn something else? Because people are coming up with such wonderful frameworks every day. Okay, and if you explore, there might be at least 40 to 50 such frameworks, across the internet. Few might not be in the limelight as well. Okay, but mostly it is about the logic, what we want to achieve. These tools and all are basically something which will help you get your logic implemented. Okay, but start with any one tool or one framework or one programming language. Okay, get your proficiency there. Could be R. You can start off with R. Okay, and the statistical programming as such, there are a lot of resources online you can begin with, but implement it for a problem. You will see, okay, this particular framework is not giving me solution here because it has its own limitations. Then you might have to learn a new tool altogether to solve that problem. So this realization comes only when you actually get into problem solving. Got it? So our typical approach, this is the biggest problem what I've noticed in my last few years of journey interacting with every student or most of the students is, we want to start off with one tool or one framework. No, give up that mindset first. Okay, learning tools is good, but apply that tool, see if it is relevant to the problem solving or not, and that is when you gain expertise there. And nowadays, don't confine yourself to one tool as such. Gain expertise there, gain hands on there, but again, you should be having that open mindset to work with and learn or master any tool quickly and just use it for your purpose. That is what we do, trust me. At Incube and any of our projects, we don't confine ourselves to one particular tool or a framework as such. If we think, okay, we try with something, if it is not really working or we are stuck somewhere, probably we might have to get another tool. We have to quickly learn it, master it, and then implement things. So you can start off with R, you can start off with Python and all, but that is not end of the story. To begin with, choose anything that which either appears crazy to you, or something maybe a 1 or 2 weeks of time you'll get to understand, okay, this is something easy for me. Let me explore in this direction. And okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely, because currently when I mean, it's all about the first problem identification, and you need to understand what you need to exactly do with that particular problem. The later part is the tools, because when
Yeah.
just now Srikanth was talking about R, SPS, SAS, and everything. Currently, I'm training a batch on data analytics, and they are undergoing the very, very ground level knowledge about what are these tools. I mean, what are the inside stories of these data analytics and how they get applied across various locations. Now the point is, if we look at the analysis that we do in terms of statistics, The analysis what you do with Excel will not be, I mean, the same advanced analysis. You need another application. You cannot do very advanced analysis in Excel, for which you need to depend on SPSS. The
Yes.
later part is now R. Then now it increased to SAS. So
Mhm.
tools will always differ. In a layman language, if I have to help you all to understand, you go to a hotel, don't blindly say I want to eat something. Take
Mm.
the menu, read, understand. I mean, I estimate your hungry levels, and then look at the menu card, understand what you want to eat, and then you decide what you need. So platform is there to eat. Now, first of all, you identify what you need, what is your problem level, and then you get to know that, okay, this is my seriousness about, hungriness. So these are the stuff I can have. So order one by one. So first know the
Mhm.
problem. Say this is the area where I want to develop. If I want to become a data scientist, am I really good in understanding the data basics? How to design the data, how to analyze visualize the data, how to understand the data, the fundamentals, where are these concepts applied, and all this. The
Mhm.
later part, if I'm right, then that's when we look into various tools. So how can I do it? So HR people, they have a lot of tools now. They started using HR Google Analytics, but
Mhm.
that cannot be used for everything. That also has got some limitation. So later part, they will go to R, or they write their codes in Python. So
Mhm.
it all matters, like what Srikanth just said. Now you need to first know the problem and then identify the tools later, which tool will really be suitable. One size does not fit all. So that's
Yeah.
something we need to remember.
And one thing I want to add here, Kartikeya, post-COVID
Yeah.
careers is again, we have our focal point here. So in generic, we discussed about careers and everything, but post-COVID, why specifically I wanted to use the term is, now every single industry, be it small, medium, and large-scale enterprise, they are running into so many new problems because of the new way of working, the new way of collaborating, and the new way of doing business. Okay, so which was not the case earlier. So your problem statements are now in millions, in fact,
True.
around you. Go to, if somebody is living in Hyderabad, where I live, there are industrial areas in every city. Go to those industrial areas, not now, maybe, once it subsides, or try to call them. Okay, try to identify, you have those MSME directories and all. Ask them, okay, guys, do you have any issues in your business? Are you facing any kind of problem in your business, or in terms of procurement, in terms of manpower procurement, or the other resource procurement? There are a lot of areas, and in terms of orchestrating their business, in terms of getting to work with their supply chain as such, and all. And when you talk to them, you'll get to know hundreds and thousands of gaps. Once you know those gaps, then probably you can think about coming up with a SaaS solution or a small AI based product which can augment, it's not replacing their business model, or that particular problem, or augment or maybe simplify the friction there, or any kind of data analytics based insights, or some kind of predictions to them, which will help them plan their business well. Because things were different before March or Feb, and now every single industry, including the government, they have lot of friction in the operations. They have lot of friction in terms of collaboration, in terms of authentic way of communicating between their stakeholders and all. Talk to them, you'll get to know a lot of problems. Then apply technology there, and technology based solutions. So post COVID, there are a lot of opportunities, trust me. And who knows, your solution might become a game changing thing for their business or government, and you can get into jobs. So recruitment is no more like interviewing and all. You give them solutions, they will directly hire you as well. So the next, we can go with the next question.
We have a couple of questions. Udayagiri Raghu says, is it possible to apply AI
Mhm.
to invent medicine for new diseases?
See, this is a very good question. Who was that? From whom, Karthika?
Raghu, you can speak up. Raghu, you can. If you're here, Raghu, you can speak. Okay, we can
Good. Yeah. Thanks,
continue.
Raghu, for this question, actually, because
He dropped the question here.
okay, fine. Yeah. So, drug discovery, pharma, life sciences, and all. Usually, people think, okay, why do we need all this kind of AI, ML, and all? This is the kind of a perception we have, And I would say this, one of my family member, who happens to be a scientist as well, had this kind of a perception 2 years back, who is a research scientist in lab. And after interactions and slowly, when in last 1.5 year back, MIT comes up with, some kind of a drug discovery based on, they Carnegie Mellon, I'm sorry, they have a new methodology using machine learning algorithms, the molecular design, and analyzing if the molecule can fit into the real solving, or killing their organisms, or just subsiding the effects and all. So this kind of a study earlier in the drug discovery and all, I happen to be one of the clinical research coordinator when I was doing the master, so I know how it works. It takes 12 to 15 years basically, and for the whole cycle of the drug to come into the market. In the first 3 to 5 years, the wet lab scenarios and all, where they test it on the rats and those mice and other small scale organisms with permissions, of course. So in vitro, in vivo, all these tests, and then it comes to the human trials and testing. Okay, now AI, specifically those machine learning, deep learning, and aspects and all coming into picture, we can use these specifically for understanding if a particular molecule or set of molecules can serve in the drug, as a drug, and to subside the purpose or the problem that they're trying to address. Could be an asthmatic study, could be a an antibiotic for a specific problem as such. They know what exactly has to be done there, and they can simulate using dry labs. They're called the computer based dry labs and all. So this is now a new trend, and it comes into the pharmaco informatics. Okay, pharmaco informatics, and chemio informatics is something which are few areas, niche areas. I know Bharatiya University is having a course on those lines. Probably you can check with them, and those who are interested in those lines can actually approach them as such, and get enrolled in such programs. So yes, we can apply AI into drug discovery, life sciences, and this is a very primitive field. They have shown success there, and now this is one area for somebody who is in pharmacy or pharmaceutical studies, or life sciences enthusiasts, researchers as such. Yes, even if you can master the skill, that's it. You're like hot in the market. Trust me. Yeah, companies, all the pharmacy companies, pharma companies, they need such talent now and going forward.
Great. So we have a question from Rahul or Josna who says how to identify the problem as we don't
Mhm.
have any requirement.
Mhm.
So she says how to identify a problem when we don't know what
Identifying
is the
problem itself
requirement.
is a big problem now. Yes, see, you have to, there is internet, wonderful blessing for our generation, I would say, internet. And try to go and search for problem statements on AI. Your Google Mata will give you all
True.
responses there. And trust me, there are hundreds of problems. Or else you can approach Kartikeya, or even myself. We will give you hundreds of problem statements. Trust me, if you really want to work on them and all. Okay, anyone who's into this industry, they can give you this problem statements. So it all depends on if you're ready to solve them. That's it. It's a good
See, it's
question
very
though.
clear, my dear friend. There are a lot of challenges, or there are a lot of problems that need solution these days. Even today morning, I
Mhm.
was having interaction with over 15 plus students on various things related to programming and also some smart gate systems and all. So they were asking
Mhm.
me, sir, we can come up with this kind of solutions. So tomorrow I'm going to have a separate interaction with each and
Mhm.
every student to show because I'm ready to invest on all these. See, a lot of challenges. If you go to Srikanth's LinkedIn page, you will
Mhm.
come up with a lot of things. Okay, do we really have so much to do? Do we really have so much to work on? So tomorrow I'm going to have a separate interaction with each and every student to show because I'm ready to invest on all these. See, a lot of challenges. If you go to
Mhm.
so there are a lot of time Google Economy will give you a lot of projects, say problems, need solutions, but identifying what's around. If somebody is interested, I have a lot of things laying in my house, useless TV, useless washing machine, everything. Let us do something discussing this in the next session.
Exactly. Yeah, we have our labs inside our houses. So those who want to work on smart home integrations and and all, you already have old TVs or washing machines or refrigerators. I'm not advising you to spoil the ones in use. Probably something which is unused or backup ones. Try to add some connectivity between them. Try to add some kind of a small mobile application through which you can control them and all. Okay, you don't have to really go anywhere for a lab and all. Your households, every household can become a lab now. We have all that basic infrastructure which can be connected, which can be added with AI strength and muscle as such. So
Hi, sir.
mhm. Hey, yeah,
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Yes, sir. My name is Karishma.
Mhm.
I have a question. Can you give us some tips for entrepreneurship?
For
Entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurship. Okay, fine. So, what kind of a tip? Specifically, tell me, do you want to start off with it or how to begin with entrepreneurship or what is that specifically?
Startup business.
Startup business. Okay. So, are you working on any idea as such or is it just like you're trying to understand how it works there?
I want to try to understand it.
Okay.
I also
So,
have a small idea.
good, good, good. So, see, entrepreneurship to me is mindset. Okay, it is not basically a title or basically some kind of a work and all. It's basically a mindset. So you own end to end. The idea, implementation. You want to take it, end to end, where you take the accountability, and then try to understand that particular specific market. One second, just give me 1 second. Sorry about it. So there's some background noise, I guess. So, so basically, entrepreneurship, where to begin with, how to begin with is again, take a small problem first around it. And if your solution is something which can be served to at least, when you start identifying the solution, when you think, okay, this is something which can be served to a set of population or a target market, a considerable size of a market. Okay, if it is just for like 5 or 10 people in your company or your friends or maybe like 100 people and all, where you can't really commercialize it, or don't only look at it the commercialization, maybe the social impact, the large scale impact if it is creating. Then you can weave a business model around it. Okay, and where you can actually how you can take it to that target market, how you actually come up with strategies where you can take your solution and get them your customers or your citizens or your target population as such, embrace it, and then adopt it into their lives. Okay, it could be a kind of a social message or a social change that you want to bring, or it could be something like a service that you can give. It could be a product like your mobiles and your cameras and your Fitbits, anything which adds value to their life. Okay, so this is where the entrepreneurial journey begins. But for everything, it is like identify the gap. Problem is not negative. Problem is gap or a need or a requirement. First, you identify a problem, then verify or validate. Okay, what scope of problem is this? How many people are really affected with this problem? Do that kind of a market research where you find, okay, this is a gap that I identified, and how big is this gap or how big is this requirement? Then when you get to know, okay, first of all, okay, these are the people who need this solution. I'll give you an example of our AI journal. Okay, So when we wanted to come up with a journal on artificial intelligence, that is the problem statement. But whom do we serve is the question. Because we have people from 5 years or fifth standard kids starting with Python program to somebody who's 60, 70, who are enthusiasts and industry experts, investors, everyone. But primarily, whom do we cater this? Who is in real need of this? This is where our statement. So this, I'm giving you a quick business case here, so you will understand, the approach of an entrepreneur. And we thought, okay, we can serve it to those who are working in the IT industry. We can probably serve it to those who are working in the leadership or research community. There are hundreds of publications, right? So how and where all are they really serving? Where are they really missing? And where specifically can we serve this? We thought, okay, why don't we focus on the Gen Zs, 13, 22, primarily, who are in their high schools, colleges, about to begin their careers. Let us simplify AI for them. Let us simplify, the whole concept of artificial intelligence, this data science, the opportunities around it, and that's it. And from there, we weaved all the story. We had to come up with a new business model altogether because it is not straightforward. When people have to simplify AI, we need to identify those content writers. Who will write the content for us? Who will simplify it? If I sit and write the content, I might go in my own spectrum, my 98.3 FM station, okay, but I have to bring it to 91.1 or 93.5, right? That is the bandwidth of the somebody who's just about to enter the industry. I might be in a different bandwidth altogether, or my frequency altogether, right? So how do we get the same stories to a layman terminology, somebody who's just understanding them, somebody who don't belong to this discipline? That's it. And then the whole story weaved from there. So your first step is identify the problem, and then the scope of the problem, or identify the gap, and to how big is the problem, where all can you really, your target market. And then the rest of the story, it will propel you in that direction automatically. If there is no market, it will end up as a passion based project, okay? But yes, if you want to commercialize it, or if you want to bring a large scale impact in the country or in your territory, right, then definitely the value associated with your product or your business or entrepreneurial venture is either a change or a happiness, an experience that you want to serve to the customer and bring happiness and bliss out of your customer or the target market. So you begin with the problem and identify the market there, okay? So that is where you begin with, and probably take it forward from there, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you for this information. Thank you for this session, sir.
So any other questions? How to start to take entrepreneurships? Okay, this is from Ramya. How to choose
Hi,
technology?
sir.
Yes.
Yeah, an auspicious afternoon to one and all.
Okay.
The session which was interacted with you was interesting, informative, and innovative technologies. It's a fantastic session, sir. I have a question that can what frames and algorithms are used in neural networks?
What?
What frames and search algorithms are used in neural networks?
So this is again turning into a technology centric discussion here. Probably we can take this. This is going to be a very lengthy discussion. May I know your name, whoever has asked this question?
Yeah, Ramya from Kallam Harnad Reddy Institute of Technology, sir.
All right, Ramya. So to be frank, yes, I have to dig more into your question because this is an open-ended question. The neural networks and all, it's a very big space to begin with. Okay, so we can probably connect offline and we can float, the response to the participants over an informative email as such, because I would love to interact more with you. What made you come up with this question as such? So I'm not discarding your question. I want to take it offline because this is going to be another half an hour to 1 hour discussion. Trust me. We can probably take it as a discussion topic for a 60 to 90 minute discussion. Okay. So there's no one line answer for your question. Hope you got it right.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you for your Wonderful information, sir.
But hopefully, I'll take this as, a topic for the next discussion where we can get more insights into, these neural networks as such, as well as the deep learning and other frameworks, where you can start off and what kind of frameworks exist there and all. Thanks for this question. I'm making note of your, requirement here. There is more than a question. It is more of a topic actually. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. Yeah. Who else? So any other questions, Karthikeya, or shall we wrap it for the day?
Sir, can I ask one more question, sir?
Yes, Ramya, please go ahead.
Yeah, according to Karishma asked that entrepreneurship, no, sir. How the startups takes to entrepreneurship?
How does?
As she asked that she want to start a startup business, no, sir. How the startup business takes all the business into entrepreneurship qualities?
How does startup business takes it into entrepreneurship? So what kind of qualities are required to float a startup? Is that what you're referring to, or?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. What are the qualities required for entrepreneurship and how to get investors?
All right. So again, a very good topic rather than a question, but to be more precise, I would say, see, it is not one quality, as I mentioned, right? The time framework is very much required there. Okay, you got to understand the markets, you got to understand value chains, you got to basically understand where your solution fits. Okay, and rather than on focusing on the investors, okay, investment is not just somebody pumping in money and all here. I would rather say invest your time, find somebody who can invest their time into your problem solving exercise. Okay, entrepreneurship is nothing but your problem solving, solving problems in a large scale. Okay, so basically, and the kind of mindset you require there, the skills and all, I would say technology skills nowadays, because every business is driven on any kind of technology based solutions. Your innovation skills are important. Product design skills as such, is very important because your enterprise is an integrated product suite. And of course, your management skills, in terms of understanding the stakeholder management, financial management. You can start off lean. You don't have to get into depth of anything there. Okay, start off with like 10,000 rupees budget. Just give the 10,000 to yourselves and start managing that fund, self-funded project, and target a 10 lakh industry with that. If you start with this one, then you'll come to know, okay, I invest 10,000 rupees out of my pocket. Two or three of your friends can start off, each with 5,000 investment. Okay, so you be your investor, and then in the next 6 months, I want to make it a 10 lakh worth of business. Okay, and then you'll figure out everything, what all are required and all, how to manage the fund, how to come up with low cost solutions and all. Because I hear from most of the people, we need 1 crore funding, we need 1 million funding, we need high 500K funding for this one and all, because they start off with somebody who wants to invest on them. That is not the way to be an entrepreneur. I would say start off with whatever you have, the resources that are around you, and open source technologies, pretty much, right? And you have a lot of online learning platforms and somebody who can mentor you as well. Okay, get into action. Again, this is my mantra. Venture based learning is what we teach, and or we practice, and religiously we practice venture based learning. Give a 10,000 funding to yourself, to your project. See where it all can go. You will learn to manage the fund. You'll learn to manage the resources. Time based. Okay, I want to achieve this in 3 months. Team, time, and budget. Keep these three things in mind. The most important for any entrepreneur: team, time, budget, and then problem solving with these three parameters in mind. That's it. You should not exceed that 10,000 budget. No. So whatever the best solution you can find to the problem in the 10,000 rupees budget is, and your turnover should be even 1 lakh. Okay, for 10,000 investment, if I can bring back 1 crore, 1 lakh of return, that is more than enough. That will teach you a lot. Okay, how your journey went there, and how you really explore different options and all. Got it. So what characteristics are required is, I would probably say, identify the right team, identify and you have that open mindset to work with the team, collaboration mindset, time centric. Okay, I want to achieve this in the next 3 months. Have a plan, a roadmap, and then probably you can have a budget in picture. Okay, I should not exceed this budget. Okay, and for everyone, I would probably want you to take Ram Gopal Verma, or Puri Jagannath as your examples, because they are very particular when it comes to movie production. That is a product. They are doing business around it. They do not cross a budget. They fix a budget. They create a product in that budget within the time frames. So the business owner, that is the producer, is happy, and they're, even if the movie is a 1 crore movie, if they're making 2 crores of business, that is a profit on table, right? So this is how one should think, and that is why they are so successful. Okay, so this can be applied to any industry. I gave you example from entertainment industry, but this can be applied to any industry. In that 1 crore, okay, he might use an iPhone to shoot a movie, or he can use a small DSLR camera and all, instead of all those large scale thing, and you can use those freelance editing tools and all, or even you can make a TikTok based video movie, one minute and 10 minutes short film. You don't have to invest on any editing thing and all, right? So apply thinking there, identify cost effective resources and then put it into your solution. So I think I answered your question here.
Right. So, Srikanth, I think we are running a little short of time now,
Yes.
because it's almost close to 2 hours now. So what I will do is, my dear friends, we have 21st Century Speakers group. Any questions related to this can be posted on this. And very soon, with his schedule again, we will have one more session where we can have a detailed discussion on all these things if he's fine with it. So we can definitely plan on this. So thank you so much, Srikanth, for your wonderful session. It was very, very interactive and very informative as well.
Thank you.
And I should specifically thank to the faculty support from Malarity Group of Institutions, KHIT especially. I've been getting updates that our students are joining here, and also from Sri Hindu College. These three colleges have been very supportive. Thanks to the faculty who are here in the group and the students.
Mm-hmm.
But my dear friends, it was very nice, and you can all join us on 21st Century group. And we have dropped the email address. Shrikant, the one who spoke to you, Karishma, is my campus ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
So she
Okay.
takes care of communications across campuses. And
Mm-hmm.
I also have one of my HR by name Sangeeta in this same group.
Mm-hmm.
So we are all trying to get in touch with all the colleges and connect with students and help them to meet experts like you. So thank you so much for this, Srikant. And we are going to have one more, not one more, a few more sessions whenever there is a possibility. We
Oh
would
yeah,
definitely
definitely.
love to have this.
So thank you for calling me an expert, but still I'm a continuous learner, in fact. So
So
probably that's so Ramya's question is the best
see, the
example
only thing is, guys,
of
yeah, yes. Ramya's question is the next topic. In fact, we are going to do a big session on it, a discussion.
No, I am not prepared for that question. I
We'll
have to
have
be
a
very
day.
frank. Actually, it's a
So,
bouncer to me as well. So,
yeah, neural networks, it's very rarely people speak about it. To be very honest, even yesterday when I had a call about neuro hacking, that is
mm-hmm.
something which I spoke about it almost 4 or 5 years ago. After that, I never bothered to look into it. But
Mm-hmm.
yesterday I took time, and then again I had to revert back to the tape placement officers and tell them like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'll explain all the students if they are seriously in need of it.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what,
So
So thank you,
that's all
Ramya, for
from my
stopping
side,
this
and
session.
a great support from all the student community here. Nice
Mhm.
interaction, too many questions. That really turned the session. Actually, that question was a turnaround. Now it made us
Yes,
to
exactly.
continue episode 2.
Yeah, you have a new
Fun. Thank
topic
you,
now,
Giridhar.
and we probably have to work on it and get back to people, enthusiast with the answers as such, because that is more like into the research world rather than into the
Exactly.
industry. So I would connect you to
Exactly.
those researchers actually, probably, who can deliver more on those lines. Okay, so
Coming to the session and going away.
mhm.
You made the difference. So super, Ramya. That's nice. So thank you so much, Srikanth. Thanks for your time, and that was wonderful.
Sure.
We were there on live on YouTube also. I'm sorry I had some technical glitch in between. I was getting disconnected, but you have been continuously delivering it. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you, everyone. Good luck with your careers, guys.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye bye, friends. Take care. Thank you, Oblesher. Thanks for being from Malarity Group of Institutions. Thank you so much. So all the other participants who are here, you can stay. I have something to discuss with you. So the speaker has left just now. Uh, my dear friends, just now in the discussion, we had a point about problem identification and solution. So me, on behalf of this K3 consultant, since today morning, we started identifying some people who can come up with solutions for various problems in terms of IoT and robotics. So where I already gave some problems to the student community, they started working on it. And we are reaching out to Malarity Group of Institutions, KHIT, and we already spoke with KHIT. So we are reaching Malarity Group and Sri Indu again, and any other students from various colleges. If someone is really interested to work on a practical problem and find out a solution, yes, we are ready to hear as an internship opportunity. In case if you don't have the knowledge, you will undergo a training for a week or 10 days, and then you'll work on a real time problem. So regarding this, if those who have any questions, you can message that on 21st century group. So I believe every one of us here are on that particular 21st century group platform, you can take note of it. So the only thing is we need to identify, post COVID, by the time you come out of the market, we need to get to know everyone will not be the same, and everyone cannot expect a job to be just given like this. So we need to come up with some realistic solutions. I have over 15 problems right now which need a solution. So I need more than 50 people who can help me to get a solution for all these problems. So those who are seriously interested can speak or on the chat window we have dropped in our email address. Okay, this is the email address. Okay, this is the email address. I mean, like, I'm going to send it to everyone. See, everyone, they have got the, thank you very much, Karishma. This is the chat group where you can join k3consultants.com. So just 3 days ago, I announced for a recruitment. Even today morning, I spoke with Obleshwar about it, and I'm going to have a detailed discussion. So when I spoke about it, in the last 2 days, I got somewhere around 100 plus emails till now. I'm still downloading all those email content. So
Sir,
even
we can't
now,
able
we have
to
got
join
the.
in the WhatsApp, sir. Already it's full. I mean, the group members is listed, overlisted.
Okay, I'll be. Oh, okay. You're not able to join on WhatsApp. Okay. So nothing to worry. Those who are interested, just give me 1 quick minute. If you can stay on the line, I'll see if I can immediately come up with another group where you guys can be a part of this particular team. Or
Sure,
you
sir.
can
We'll
ping
be
me on
online.
my number. I'll share the. I'll share a. Just give me 1 minute. Karishma, is it possible to create a WhatsApp group immediately from your side? Yeah, I've got it.
Yes,
I've
sir,
got
I'm
it.
doing. I'm
I'll do
doing
it now.
it. Okay, sir.
You're doing it. Okay. In a minute or less than 1 minute, you'll be getting a link for the new WhatsApp. Don't worry. So see,
Okay, sir.
I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you something interesting because the moment we announced that we need some development people and also people from MBA background, even now, you see the screen, I'm getting people sending their profiles. All these things are happening. So that means people are very keen looking out for opportunities to learn. And currently we are handling a team of 114 members who are learning a course of data analytics. If you are learning AI, if you are learning robotics, if you are learning
So the voice is breaking.
Ethical hacking and few from MBA or on soft skills days with them. Right for the course. I mean, I have issue today. That's the only problem, Karishma. So the new
Sir, your voice is completely breaking, sir. We can't able to hear your voice.
guys, am I
We can't hear your voice, sir.
Karthik sir, your voice is breaking. We can't hear you.
right now? Is it better?
Some better, sir. Disturbance
Is
is
this
coming.
better? No, no. Am I audible now? Is it audible?
Yes, sir. You can continue now.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm really sorry, guys. If you're seriously interested for a discussion on both the WhatsApp groups, or I mean, you can join the group that has been just created, and I can do one thing. Whoever are there, just join this new group. I'll share an invitation and I'll log in from my mobile so that I'll not have this breakage, and I will discuss on it. Is that okay with you? Karishma, you're there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Share this. I mean, what I'll do is let the people come into this. Is it still disturbing?
No, sir. It is clear now.
Okay, guys, it's like if you're all seriously interested to know what it is, can we have another session immediately? Or you join the group? I'll speak to you all on the group actually. So there is a class, so I know students can leave. I'm going to arrange a session about the career opportunities and what all the things we do by tomorrow. Okay.
Sir, someone is speaking, telling that our college students are
Yeah,
having
faculty.
class at 4.
Obalesh Shah is saying that. So that's why we'll do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please share the group and please share the tube also. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'll post it on. Yes. Yeah, it's been posted on the YouTube also. Those who are on YouTube, kindly join this, or you guys can share with your friends. Those who are not on the group one, they can be a part of group 2. But it's only for students here, and the faculty, it's only for learning, not for any promotions. Okay. Thank you so much. Join your classes. We'll meet you on the group, and I will definitely help you all to learn more and more with more experts. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you, Karishma. Thank you, Sangeeta. Bye-bye.